just one other tie is in progress. And that, I can tell you, is also from Division 1. And that's Germany against Japan. They're in Group A along with China. And they're still battling it out. As our women's singles players make their way onto courts. For England, Elizabeth Kan. And for Korea, the left-hander, Bae Young-ju.
本场比赛裁判员郑三良来自中国，发球裁判员陈阳来自中国。The umpire is Zheng Sanliang from China. And the service judge
won the toss and said that she wants to start nearest to us as we look down on the court. Bae Young-ju, 20 years of age. Looks like walking wounded to me. Knee strapped, Achilles strapped. And her opponent, 12 years her senior, 32 years of age, Elizabeth Kan, born in Redhill. Women's singles encounter. Born in Redhill, Elizabeth Kan, but actually spent most of her life living in Jersey before moving to near Milton Keynes to further her badminton career. 42 in the world ranking and a negative win-loss record for the year. Well, she's had a terrific year so far as the number 6 player. 14-9. Already reached 2 finals this year has Bae Young-ju. Super Series finals from 2010, and no, I haven't gone completely mad because the Super Series finals in 2010 were played in 2011 in January. I reached the final where she lost out to Wang Shixian, who we watched yesterday going down to Germany's Juliana Schenk. Surprise defeat for the world number 1 against the German. And also reached the final recently in India. Lost out to Porntip Boranaprasat of Thailand.
I love when you do that. You must be practicing like I don't know what.
Well, I've got the delight, and it is a delight to watch the Thailand players.
It is.
This afternoon. Super people,
yeah,
great fun.
Yeah.
But they do have very long names.
Yep.
So Elizabeth Kan, well, this is a big moment for her. Of course, she played for England in the Commonwealth Games last year in their campaign. Didn't do so well in the team competition, but my goodness, what a thrilling end to
ladies and gentlemen,
her last
on
match
my right,
in those
England,
Commonwealth Games.
represented by Elizabeth Kan.
She won the bronze medal in the bronze medal playoff match.
Korea, represented by Bae Young-ju. Korea to serve, level play.
So Korea, far side of the court, England nearest to us. Just wide. And Morton, a whole crop of really talented young Korean female players, and this is the pick of the bunch.
Yes.
Silver medalist at the World Junior Championships in 2007. Missed out to
Service
Wang
over.
Lin, who's the current world champion. And do wish Wang Lin well. She's making her comeback after having surgery on a very serious knee injury. Always called good. Bae Young-ju doesn't like the call, but already for a 20-year-old to have been in Super Series final, and also Super Series event final, the last of the Super Series events prior to this Sudirman Cup, the Indian Super Series. That's pretty impressive for a 20-year-old.
It is, and as you say, the Koreans are bringing in a whole new crop of young female players, and they're doing very well. But it's a very normal Korean style. They take them like in bunches, and then they change the whole team, and then they start from scratch again. But they do it really well. Yeah, it's very important for Liz Can here to get the proper length on her shots in the first set. She's playing on the best side, I would say. When you play singles, it's always good to play against the drift, and she's playing against the drift now. She's got to capitalize on that. She really have to get good length and play with the good safety, good pace if she's got to push Bay on the other side.
Service over. 5-3.
It's ball wide.
6-3.
Landed in.
That's what I mean, you know, even under pressure like that, you have to find proper length on your shots, and Liz Can is doing it here. She's got to be able to do it the whole time.
Yeah. Well, we can clearly see from that replay that absolutely no reason for
Service over.
Bae Young-ju to argue. The court shuttle was clearly in.
7-4.
So too is that.
Service over.
Holding the lines well.
5-7.
Of course, she did play last night, did Elizabeth Can, against Tina Baum of Denmark. Lost in 2 straight games.
Service over. 8-5.
Oof, my goodness. Just.
That's leaving it.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that's good recovery. If I can, in this situation here,
9.
I think she's a lot under pressure pace-wise.
Yeah.
She's struggling to get to the shuttles, and I think the pressure eventually will make her crack. It's difficult for her to follow. And that is, unfortunately, I must say, very typical lady singles. I don't know how you have it in England, but I know how we have it in Denmark. And a lot of coaches in Denmark sort of teaches the girls to, you know, just lift it, don't take any chances, don't play the net, just get it away, play safe. And it ends up, they tend to be so scared of playing the net that they can't play the net. Later on in life, when they really have to play the net, they can't learn to play the net. They make so many mistakes.
Yes, I'm sorry to say, I think the same situation does actually happen in England, and there's so much emphasis put on results at a young age rather than the development of the skills.
Exactly, that's what I'm trying to say, yes.
Yeah, and it's, you know, it's interesting to me because Elizabeth Can has been a player that's always been thereabouts in English badminton. She's had a physical trainer, somebody who's excelled himself in athletic ability, a high jumper called Dalton Grant, who was the Commonwealth Games gold medalist in '84, European indoor champion in '94. I said '84, 98. And so all the sort of training, explosive power that he must have had to do for his high jump, and yet to me that hasn't translated through here to Liz Can in her singles game. I watch her and it's all very much the same pace. There isn't the explosive power, there isn't the skill and the dominance of, at the net, as you say, and the deception overhead. You know, one of the things I like about Bae Young-ju is the fact that I know you've just said that the Koreans take a whole bunch of youngsters as a new generation. I don't know whether it's because she's left-handed, but to me she looks to have more of a natural sort of
she's
strokes.
skillful. Yeah,
yes,
definitely.
Than some of the made players. If I'm not really describing it in the right way, but she has this natural, beautiful hitting style, and I don't see that with enough of the European players.
I agree, and especially the net shots where they have to play it from the net and then play a tight net shot. They make so many mistakes in it, and they tend to just lift it and be scared, and then, you know, be scared of the net, just get it away. As you say, it's just about, in the younger days, getting the results rather than developing the game.
Yeah.
10-12.
So down to just 2 points, the deficit now. It's gone long.
Service over. 13-10.
That's nice. That was very well played. Good rally.
Service over.
Very well played.
11-13.
Another good shot there.
12-13.
Elizabeth is really playing well at the moment, I think.
She's a great fighter. I remember in that bronze medal playoff match at those Commonwealth Games where she beat Susan Egglestaff of Scotland. Really, really fought so hard.
It's a good change to serve again. Serving wide. That's good. Court up 13-all.
Yes, when you consider she was 5 points behind at the mid-game interval, that's impressive.
Service over. 14-13.
That's super.
It's really well played.
14-all.
Well, I think she's trying to prove me wrong. There's me saying she doesn't have the deception overhead of some of the top players in the world.
You know, it's. I still agree with you, but obviously she's of a standard of 42 on the world ranking that obviously can play the shots. It's whether she can play with consistency.
Just wide. It's not only consistency. I think in a one-off match situation like this, I mean, if England lose this overall tie, then that's it. Their Sudirman Cup campaign is finished. And so she might as well give everything to it. She's not under pressure because she's playing against the world number 6. And it's producing the goods consistently, even when you're expected to win, even when you're having a bad day. You fight through those difficult times. That's what produces the really good players.
Yeah, it's always easy to play up, much more difficult to play down.
Yeah.
Play. Service over. 15,
It really was
16.
a very good spell for Liz Can. 10 of 16 points going her way.
Service over. 17, 15.
Yeah, the Korean can't really be happy at the moment. I don't think she is. She's making too many unforced errors.
Good rally, and look at the passion and fight at the end of that from Liz Can.
Yeah, that's a good play. We could have finished it earlier than that if we had anticipated the shot of the net 2 or 3 shots earlier.
Yeah, good spell continues.
19, 15. Service over. 16, 19. Service over. 20.
Really
Game
funny.
point 16.
She played, I think, 3, 4 mistakes at the net, and then I said, you know, talked about the net play and all that, and then ever since that, she hasn't made one mistake, which is good. So we just have to say some more.
Service over.
That's one of the
17,
game points that's been
20.
saved from Wei Young-ju. Smash straight down the line from the left-hander.
18, 20.
Good net shot.
Good, really good quality at the moment. This is a very good rally.
And it's long.
Game.
And indeed, it's the opening
First
game to
game won
England.
by England.
Liz Can
21-18.
coming from behind at the mid-game interval, emulating what Raji Fusif did in the men's singles, coming from 6-11 down to take the opening game. Well, 21-18. To be honest, indeed.
Mixing it up, suddenly we go high, suddenly we go aggressive, suddenly we go high, and just pop it up. 그 다음에 잡을 잡아야 돼. 이 공간을 잡아놓고 거기서 스트로크.
Confirmation of the opening game scoreline, 21-18. Yes, and the Korean coaches
Count 1, 20 seconds. Count
working
1,
with their player.
20 seconds.
I think they're also trying to inject some positiveness into her game and her mind that, you know, okay, you lost the first set, but never mind, we're going to take the next two. You know, you go in there, you fight.
Second
I
game,
had a feeling that
level,
a lot of the discussions were along those lines.
Service over. 1 love.
Female coach there, she was always a great fighter on court herself.
Yeah, I can't remember her name, but
Married a New Zealander, didn't she? Now,
yeah, she's back again. She
She's
was
back.
she
That's
was in
right.
New Zealand for a few years for coaching as well.
yeah.
Two love.
Oh, that's found the line, that's lovely.
3 love.
Took it late, but still had the control.
It's good I didn't say what I was supposed to say or what I wanted to say in the interval, because so many times when Bay is caught in the deep forehand corner, she's playing it a flat drive down the line. And as opponent you would say, okay, if I can catch her down there, I would take one
Service
step to
over.
the side and I would go
1,
for the next
3.
one. And then she's playing the cross one. So I'm very happy I didn't say it. But I must still say, 8 out of 10, I would think she's driving straight down the line.
Yeah.
Service over. 4 1.
Quick to retreat there, Liz Khan.
Five, 1. Service over. 2 5.
Oh, good net shot.
A good lift.
Just seemed to lose
Service
her
over.
footing momentarily
6
there,
2.
Liz Khan.
She's getting caught by the deception in the shot.
Service over. 3,
Never been over.
6.
Took a chance to take the shuttle early at the net, and that
6.
was really what gave the advantage within the rally. He was coming here, hovering around the net, goes for it. And then a simple opportunity from the short lift to put it away. No, it's wide.
5,
Don't
6.
see the urgency in the style of play at the moment from this lady, Bae Young-ju.
I think she wants it. I actually think she wants it, but I just think it doesn't gel. She can't really put it together at the moment, and she's making too many unforced errors.
All good.
6, all.
And back level. Really is controlling the front of the court at the moment is Liz Khan. Big effort to try and take the shuttle as early as possible, standing her ground. On a run of 5 straight points, goes back into the lead. It's going to go wide.
8, 6.
Okay, 6 straight points.
바로 걸리잖아.
Once again, it's taking it
9,
early in the
6.
front portion of the court.
Yeah, it's really good step forward there.
It's always a problem as well in women's singles, isn't it, Morton, when you see a player turn to play the high backhand. Physically, it's very, very difficult to get the shuttle right to the back of the court with a clear.
Yeah.
Men's singles players can get rid of it. There you see a player having to turn and play that backhand. More of a problem
10,
in the women's singles.
6.
Yeah, options are fewer, that's for sure. And that's also the reason why you can anticipate so much more in ladies singles.
8 straight points.
11, 6.
amazing.
Interval.
9 straight points from 2-6 down. Well, amazing. You said it. Extraordinary.
지나간다는 느낌 갖고 나 쭉 들어가서 잡아놓고 그다음에 잡아놓고 치고 뒷볼도 마찬가지야. 어? 그렇게 쭉 빠져나와서 거기서 잡아놓고 딱 치고 그랬는데 거기까지만 가서 그렇게 쳤잖아.
Yeah, when I talked
그다음에
about
뭐야?
the fact that
내가 연결이 안 된단 말이야.
doesn't
몸이.
seem to have the
치고 연결이
urgency.
와야 되는데 뛰려고 또 가야 된단
To
말이야.
me, there's no doubt she wants it. She is trying, but you know, it's almost as if she's too passive in the way she's playing the rally, rather than
Court 1,
saying,
20
right now,
seconds.
I'm going to
Court
dictate the
1,
pace, I'm going
20
to control
seconds.
this, I'm going to push you deep into that corner, then I'm going to play the angle, then I'm going to look for the next shot, then if necessary I'm going to push you. There doesn't seem to be the commander's role in the mentality, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, but I think it's her shots that's letting her down. Yeah, I actually think she wants to do it. And now,
11,
every rally
6,
she's starting to say,
play.
okay, I'm going to do this. But it's the shots that's letting her down. She's making too many unforced errors.
Oh, that's good. What a lovely shot from Liz Khan.
12,
Totally
6.
wrong-footed Bae Young-ju. Got her deep into her forehand corner first of all. Simplest thing would have been to run the full diagonal of the court, but she was made to change direction by this delightful little cross-court net shot. Oh, can you believe it? 10 straight points. Finally, it's come to an end.
7, 12.
On court number 2, we have the
Well, that was a very good run of points. You seldom see that.
本场比赛裁判员张世华来自中国，发球裁判员范基贾坎来自印度。The umpire is John
8, 12. Service
Really
over.
nice.
13.
Very nice
Eight.
net shot there. Everything seems to be going in the right way for Liz Khan at the moment. Look at that one, that's a beauty.
Yeah, that's the problem with the
Service over.
high backhand, forced to turn and
9,
play the high backhand.
13.
Attempted clear, nowhere near the back of the court, and therefore the opportunity to play the winner from Bae.
Service over.
Another one.
14.
Reversed one on the
9.
forehand. Even the teammates are laughing because I don't think this is the normal style of Elizabeth Khan. Oh, yeah, that's wide.
Service over.
Good shot.
10, 14.
The intentions were good.
Oh, she found the line. That's lovely.
11, 14.
Yeah, deep in Liz Khan's forehand corner, then the sharp angle immediately across court, played towards the English player's backhand side. tap now, the left-hander. Just 2 points in it. Good judgment. Lets it drop wide.
Service over. 15-12.
It's out.
Oh my goodness. Line judge saying unsighted. As the umpire made the call.
She's calling a let, I think.
Oh, looking at that again. I thought that was wide by a whisker.
Yeah, 15-12.
But of course, if the line judge is unsighted and the umpire doesn't have clear sight of the shot, it should be played again. But in fact, it's been called as a let. Oh my goodness, it was going a long way out.
Yeah. It's good fighting skills now. Oh.
So it's over. 13-15.
In the forehand corner, then the sliced across court.
Chance to take. It was well played. Pace is really good from Elizabeth Can here, but she's got to stick with it. 14-15, she's really having to play some good badminton now.
Oh, what a backhand. Oh, that's incredible.
She's playing really well now, the Korean player.
16-15.
Look at that delightful backhand.
That push is not easy. That push is not easy to play.
A run of 4 straight points from 12-15 down. Turned. Short.
Ken is really getting very tired now. She's breathing heavily.
points from Bae Young-ju really has put a different complexion on this second game. And the fact that Liz Khan is taking so much time in between the rally, it's quite fortunate that the umpire has allowed that to happen. This next point is crucial. 16-17.
So it's over 18-16.
Just wide.
19-16.
And now Bae Young-ju just 2 points away from taking this second game, sending it to a third and deciding game. And it is landed on the line.
20.
Oh,
Game
both
point.
players struggling with judgment, keeping that far backhand corner as we look down towards Liz Khan. 4 game points. Oh, what a way to save a game point.
17-20.
Lovely angle.
I must say, it's some of the best badminton I've ever seen Liz Khan play.
Yeah.
It is. It's definitely some of the best I've ever seen her play.
Waiting for it.
Yeah, good anticipation.
18-20.
Yeah, one more and we're having fun.
Much about nerves as anything at this sort of scoreline. Oh,
Second game.
forced
One
Liz
by
Khan to
Korea.
take it late in that deep
21-18.
forehand corner.
1 game
And she was
all.
waiting for the straight reply. It is indeed 1 game all. 21-18. Symmetry in the scoreline. First 2 games. Minutes. 1 game all.
So I think from now on it's not so much about the tactics of the game, it's much more whether you can sustain the pace. Have you got the stamina to play? Are you fit enough? It's been a long 2 sets and they have been playing at a very high pace.
어? 쟤는 낮은 볼 갖고 치는 애야. 지금 눈앞에 오는 거 갖고 치는 애잖아. 그거만 안 되면 되는 거야.
He's so animated in the way he talks to his players. Some hand movements.
움직임이나 이런 것도 바라서 맞아가야 되는 거야. 어? 그게 제일 중요하단 말이야 지금. 그럼 나머지는
He's a
쉬워.
skillful player himself.
어? 자연스럽게 쫓아오니까. 어? 엄마 알아?
볼을 너무 낮게만 치니까 다 공격 당하잖아. 드리블을 치니까 볼 높게 치고
실질적으로 그거는
앞에
낮게
놔주고
들어가서 안 들어가는 거야.
그렇게 했는데
어?
그러고 쉬었습니다.
It's interesting to me. I know she's blowing her nose at the moment, but just prior to that, there was another big intake of air. Still
Yeah.
trying to recover.
Hold her shots back up to 11, then we'll see what happens there.
And I think your point about fitness levels and whether she can maintain this
Call
sort of
1,
pace of
20
match
seconds.
is
Call
indeed
1, 20
nail
seconds.
on the head. That
Yeah.
is the real crux of it.
game, level play.
Prior to that opening rally of this deciding game, haven't really seen much animated response from Bae Young-ju. It's very much a Korean way that a little yell of delight after rally and a clenched fist, and that's really the first time we've seen that sort of animation from her.
Oh. Service over. 1-all.
Yeah, maybe she's feeling the pressure of playing such an important match for her country. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Two, 1.
Hands on hips because she doesn't like the call.
So it's been a good, important start for Elizabeth Can.
Service over. 2, 3. Service over.
Another call
4,
going in
2.
English favour.
Follow up, yes, good follow up.
5, 2. Elizabeth?
Well, I know that Kenneth Jonassen has not just been working with the men's singles players back home in England, also been working with the women's singles players, and I can see that. I knew he'd had an influence on Youssef, but I can see that he's had a good influence, positive influence on Elizabeth Can.
Yeah, she's playing really well, as I say. It's the best I've ever seen her play, that's for sure. That's unlucky.
Service
Seen
over.
from the Koreans' point of view.
5.
Oh goodness, it took an age to go over, didn't it?
Took a while to make his mind up. Oh, one more.
4, 5.
Well, there was a spell in that second game where I thought Liz Can had total command of the net play, and I'm not sure that that's still the case.
She was able to make a lot of crosses and make her twist and turn her opponent, and we haven't seen that for a while. But you're right, she was in total command.
Service over.
Well, once again,
6,
Bae Young-ju doesn't
4.
like the call. Kim Ha-kyun is lying back on his seat, trying to look at the replay. Well, that was plumb on the line.
6, 4.
Call from the line judge.
I'm sitting here with a bad joke, saying maybe in Korea the lines are out. You never know.
Service over. 5, 6.
Fast drop shot.
It's definitely one of her favourites, that one there.
beautifully in balance, isn't she, when she plays that?
Yeah, she's on the way back into the court.
Service over.
Already
7-5.
Parrots seeing the opportunity. Saw she was taking it late.
Service over. 6-7.
Short. Oh, didn't punish it. That's going wide. Yeah. Back level once again. She was off balance as she tried to play that, never really hit through with the racket. Yeah, she's still breathing heavily, isn't she?
She's working very hard.
Yes, and just a high lift off the low serve. I was surprised by that. 4 straight points for Bae Young-ju. Just sense a shift in momentum here.
It's a struggle. It's a physical struggle for Elizabeth to be able to follow the pace. But I think she's doing extremely well.
Yeah.
I actually think she's doing very well. But it's a fight, and she needs a few lucky points and breaks like that one. If could she have won that one, that would have made a difference.
Yeah. Instead of which, it means that the left-handed Bae Young-ju changes ends with a 4-point advantage on a run.
그리고 너의 움직임은 뭐야?
6
치고
straight
나서 그
points.
다음에 연결해서 내가 그 다음 볼로 가려고 움직임에 속도를 붙여야 돼. 그리고 처음에 스타트할 때 힘있게 첫 발 찰 때 그때 힘을 빡 발려야지 그 다음에 옆으로 들어갈 수 있는 공간이 시간이 있어. 내가 하란 말이야. 연결해 가란 말이야. 그럼 자연스럽게 돼. 그 대신 또 앞에 볼을 가서 빨리 잡아놓고 낮게 치려고 그러면 안 돼. 푸싱을 해놓으면
20 seconds.
그래서 바로 치려고
왠지
그러면
안 나가니까.
20 seconds.
높게 길게 쳐.
알았어?
안 나가니까. 아웃 안 되니까. 자신 있게.
Well, I think the Korean coaches are saying, if necessary, get it to the back because they're playing against the wind.
Yeah.
Not so dangerous from this near side when you're lifting the shuttle.
It's funny because I was just thinking if I was
11-7. Play.
go as much as I could to the net, try to get some easy points.
Yeah.
There, I would have played it.
Yeah.
She had the chance. She pushed it well down the line and all that. Went the fraction out, but she had the chance. She could have played the net there.
8 straight points now to Bae Young-ju. Oh, it's called good.
Service over. 8-13.
Well, once again, can hardly look at the replay. Here it comes.
On the line.
On the line again.
Service over. 14-8.
Well, those cross-court net shots were working so well for her in the second game. Oh dear, that's out, yeah. Well,
15-8.
the tide has well truly turned. Oh, that's a good shot.
It's good retrieving. He's really fighting for it, Ken.
It's a good rally.
Sure, they will have a break after this.
Yeah. Yeah, understandably so. Well, they're not having a break. He's on the roll.
17-8.
Young-ju. 12 of the last 13 points have gone her way.
And she was 7-5 down.
Yeah. Missed it.
18-8.
But in a way, I quite agree with Kenneth. I think I can see he's really sitting outside encouraging to play like that, and I agree with him. You know, go for the chances. She's been unlucky on quite a lot of them, but go for
Yeah.
it.
19-8.
Well, I think your comment at the break in between the second and third game, and you talked about fitness.
Yeah, it became crucial.
Yeah, yeah, because here we are on match
20,
point.
match point 8.
15 of the last 16 points have gone in favour of Bae Young-ju. And that's pushed wide. And from 5-7 down, it's been one-way traffic, and it's all been in favour of Bae Young-ju. All credit to her, having
Match
got
won
the
by
opening game,
Korea.
18-21,
18-21,
coming back by the same
21-18,
scoreline in the second game, 21-18.
21-18. Thank you.
But as I say, in that deciding game, from 5-7 down, won all but one of the remaining points until she closed it out, 21-8. So there is confirmation that we have concluded 4 of the 5 matches in the overall tie, and Korea has an unassailable lead